Mails. So I'm sorry, Mr. Cappuccio.
Well, as I was speaking, Judge, I alluded to what is obvious, that Mrs. Lombardo wasn't afraid of her son prior to this incident. Certainly, if we accept the testimony of my client, as well as what's depicted in the emails, she wasn't afraid of him afterwards. It's the contention of the defense that Mrs. Lombardo was, for lack of a better word, coerced into making the complaint that resulted in my clients being charged on January 6, 2015. You know, Shakespeare says the stage is set. The stage is set. The call that went to the Wesley Police Department certainly wasn't from Mrs. Lombardo, the alleged victim in this incident. It came from a third party, albeit it came from a daughter. A daughter, again, who, if we accept the testimony from my client, is admittedly now involved in some litigation in the Superior Court and involves would appear to be a substantial sum of money. My client has testified that he's filed a law action, a lis pendens is entered, thereby for the time being terminating, if you will, the sale of the property in question. But you know, Your Honor, I don't want to beat this dog to death. I believe the affidavit which led to the issuance of the restraining order in the Washington County Family Court speaks volumes when read in conjunction, Your Honor, with what my client's sworn testimony is.
Would that be the part where he says, I tried to take my checkbook off the desk, I denied removal, and he pushed my check away, causing me to fall back?
That's what I'm referring to, Your Honor. Now, when you read that in connection with the totality of the circumstances, where we are, how everything came to pass, Your Honor, that story has legs. It has the longest legs in this particular case. This is a son, Your Honor, a son living in the house. I mean, if for 1 minute you think he grabbed his mother and threw her on the ground, I dare say there would be some resulting injuries, there would be a hospitalization, there would be something visible. You know what I'm driving at, Your Honor. There were calls made, if you accept the testimony of my client, on numerous occasions prior to this incident to the Wesley Police, one of which required the police coming to the house, I believe within 24 or 48 hours before this incident, and my client related to the court why he felt that this was happening. And my client felt so threatened by all of this that he had even attempted to contact the chief of the Wesley Police Department in an effort to otherwise thwart what he perceived as a threat. Now my client finds himself defending himself here in the Washington County District Court. So I say, Your Honor, he said, she said, reasonable doubt. We know how this all came about. The stage is set. I would move, Your Honor, that Your Honor infer that there is motive, albeit not direct, but there is a motive. There is an attempt to otherwise move this woman, and she's older than you and I, Your Honor, move this woman in a direction that's inconsistent with what it should be. That's as far as I want to go, Judge. And having said that, Your Honor, I'm asking Your Honor to return a favorable decision for my client.
Thank you, counsel.